Hi guys, welcome to the Pep Coding. Today we are going to solve this problem dynamic queue. So in normal queue, there was a condition when the size is equal to the data dot length. So this means our queue is overflowed. So if we want to add a new data in our normal queue, that is not possible. So we have to make our queue dynamic so that if we want to add any another new element, it can add that. So how will we do this? Let's see. Let's take a data array of length 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the length of 6. So if the value is saved like this 20, 30, 40, then 50, then 60, then 70. So here this is the front and the size is equal to 6, which is equal to the data dot length. This means we cannot add any another data in our data array. So if we want to add 40 in our data array, this is not possible. So in dynamic queue, we will simply increase the length of our previous data by 2 so that we can add new elements without queue overflow. So let's make a queue of double size. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is the size with 2 into data dot length. Now if we want to add data from our previous data array to our new data array, we have to check the index, start from the front. So for checking this, we will use front plus I is the index number, ampersand with the data dot length. This will give us the correct data in order from front. So if we want the first value start from front, the front is 3. So it will give 10 and we will add it to the 0 in the new data. Now then 20, then 30. Now our I is 3 and the front is also 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 ampersand 6 is 0. So next data will be 50. Now this is 50, then 60, then 70. Now if we want to add 40, we can add this here, then increase the size of the queue. So this will give us the correct result. So let's code this. So here we have to change this code in add. So instead of queue overflow, we will make a new data array with double size of previous data. Now we will save all the data till the size from previous data to new data. First we have to find the index. So the index will be front plus I ampersand data dot length. This will give the correct index. Here in our new data, the value will be saved from 0 and in our previous data, it will present in the IDX. After doing this, we will make our data equal to new data and make the front start from 0. After doing this, we will add the data, which will same as in else condition. Now this is the code. Let's see. Let's submit this. So our code is successfully submitted. Hope you like the video. Please share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.